Was Joe Biden too old to run? No, I don't think so. Was there something wrong with Joe Biden? Yes. They had some problems, Alzheimer's or something. We all seen that. But can we say that he did a bad job as far as being a Democrat? No. He did just exactly what the Democratic Party wanted him to do. All his policies and everything, he did exactly what the Democratic Party would do. Anybody, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, any one of them would have did the same exact things that Joe did when he was in office. Just plain and simple as that. He listened to them. He did it. That was his agenda. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. I don't think being an old man or being even whatever was wrong with him interfered with being a Democrat. I really don't. Was it right? Was what he did, was it right? No. Yeah, he tried to portray himself as honest right there. But that was the most dishonest man around. He tried to make everybody else look like they was lying. But Joe was a professional liar right there. His whole life was a lie just about it, as far as his politics and how he got in office and everything. It's just lies. He's always been a liar. The only reason he got to be the vice president is because of Barack Obama needed somebody that was like him. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. That's how he got in there. And he got to be the president because he was well known in the Democratic Party. Plus, COVID scared everybody. And everybody thought that Donald Trump, not everybody, but a lot of people, undersiders, thought that Donald Trump was trying to hurt them by making people go back to work. And the Democrats just spread the lies and just kept spreading that lie. And people voted on their fears. And that's why Donald Trump lost. Not because Donald Trump did a bad job, because he did a good job when he was in there. But them Democrats keep on and keep on until they try to make you believe it. They'll keep telling that lie until it just convinces undeciders. Not really Republicans, but undeciders. So think about that. And, his speech today sounded really good as far as if you was a Democrat and you was listening to it and things like that. But in reality, that's not really Joe right there. That's not really Joe. He has an agenda. And a lot of things he said was against the Republicans without even saying the word Republicans. And it's a lot of his lies that he's concocted, and the Democratic Party has concocted those lies to make people think that Donald Trump wants to be a dictator or a king, or, that the Republican MAGA is so bad and that the Supreme Court needs to be changed, and just because it ain't in their favor. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that a little bit. I'm glad he's gone. He ain't quite out, but I'm glad he's gone. And I can't wait till Donald Trump beats Kamala Harris and send her on packing. And Joe's like, well, she's been a good vice. What in the world has she done? Think about it. What has she done since she's been in there? Y'all think about those types of things. But yeah, Biden, perfect Democrat. Did a perfect job as far as I'm concerned. The only reason they changed him is because they saw him starting to lose. So they come up with that. I believe it was already planned before that debate to see how he was going to do in that debate. And it was going to get him on out of there. It's going to just say, hey, he can't do it. He's not capable. Well, he did it for 4 years, almost 4 years. He did exactly what the Democrats told him to do. Almost 4 years. Think about that. Just because he stuttered, just because he had a little bit of scenes here and there where he tripped up, where he couldn't talk right, he did exactly what they said for 4 years. And they pushed him out because he was losing. Just plain simple. And they found an excuse to do it. They already knew he's been like this for a long time. They always act like they're the moral party, you know. Good Lord. To try to make the Republicans look bad, they always act like they're taking up for people when the Congress is putting them under some kind of trial, you know what I'm saying? And what it is, Republicans are telling the truth about it, and the Democrats not being truthful about it. It's a shame, plain out shame right there. They ought to be ashamed, but they're not. They're not going to be ashamed. It's just pitiful. That's all I want to get on my chest. It's just ridiculous right there. They need to be gone and out of here. Just think, the same day, them people come up and protested and took down the American flag and burned it and put up a Palestinian flag. Lord have mercy. Our borders are wide open, I was thinking to myself, you know, a lot of the problems in America, most of the problems in America is due to drugs. And they just open the border wide open because they want the votes, hoping that would change to a Democrat vote. Just open it up and letting all that drugs and fentanyl and all that into our country. Terrorists, all kinds of stuff. I want you to think about that. That's the Democratic Party that done that. That wasn't Joe Biden. That was the Democratic Party. Then they'll come and say, to try to justify it, say, well, this country was made on illegal aliens coming into this country. It was, but there's got to be a slowdown point, and there's got to be a legal point also, you see. Just think about those types of things. You think about these young teenagers that are on drugs. All the problems that we're having with drugs. Our kids are dying with drugs. And when you open the border, that's just like saying, come kill my kids. But all the drugs and just come flying through. So I said, well, what can we do about it? I will tell you right off the bat what we can do about it. Quit wasting money in our country trying to pass a bill so you can spend all kinds of money everywhere. Won't we stop doing that and just say, look, our top priority is to stop drugs. It's killing our kids. Put the billions and quadrillion dollars that we're spending every day towards that. Build up armies and build big prisons and, just come down on them. And then come down on the Mexican government and say, hey, we got to do something about these cartels. If y'all don't do something about it, we're going to do something about it. Just plain and simple as that. Spend all them billions of dollars on fighting drugs and stopping it and putting people in jail and putting stiff penalties on them. And going over there, what do we got to do to get rid of the cartel? It's plain and simple as that. We ain't got the... Well, I don't want to hear we ain't got the money. Our government is spending billions and trillions of dollars every year. On what? Ain't it more important for our kids to get off drugs and people get off drugs and stop the drugs from coming over here? I think that's more important than anything. So quit wasting the billions on your agendas and start spending on something that really matters. Give you something to think about. I'm fed up with this kind of foolishness. Good Lord. That's all I wanted to say.